Hello everyone, welcome back to Healthcare Engineering YouTube channel. This is Gaston, admin of the Healthcare Engineering team. This is the final and the fourth part of Banerjee sir's knowledge sharing session. In this session, Banerjee sir is going to discuss about the medical errors which usually takes place in the medical industry. And then he talks about how to overcome such challenges. And then finally he shares very valuable advices for our viewers and followers. We kindly request our viewers and followers to stay tuned with us by subscribe our YouTube channel. Please share the videos and provide your likes and give some comments about our videos. Thank you.
In AVC program that reported 6,000 annual deaths or disabilities due to anesthetic accidents. That is in 1982.
Okay.
In 1983, there was a report British Royal Society of Medicine and Harvard Business School, jointly organized a symposium. That they have also rated the same information, that anesthetic death and injuries related, they have agreed to inform the same information to them. American Society of Anesthesiology established the Anesthetic Patient Safety Foundation in 1984. In 1997, more than one in 6 hospitalized patients suffered from medical injuries. This is already established in an alternative strategy of studies was in, I think, in Lancet. But that was a shocking information. That was very alarming for the healthcare professionals. It says that 1997, I'm telling. It was a research by Andrew Laurie Bay, maybe. So it says that more than 1 in 6 hospitalized patients suffered medical injuries, and that's why there was prolonged stay in hospital.
Okay.
So in India, if you see the Indian scenario, 5.2 million medical injuries in a year. This is a report as per September 2014 only.
Okay.
So adverse event may develop with unsafe care in many, 18.4% of the patient, and 30% of those events are leading to patient death. So in 1998, there was a study with the annual cost associated with the injuries for medical errors is as high as $200 billion.
Oh.
Can you imagine? Just the annual cost associated with the injuries for medical errors. It is $200 billion.
Huge amount.
And equivalent to nearly one out of every $5 spent in healthcare in America.
Oh.
So this is a very much concerned part of medical errors. So it was concluded that in November 1999, I can say there are a lot of research it was done.
Okay.
It concluded in 1999 that 44,000 to 98,000 people die each year as a result of preventable medical errors. Understand the word? The research.
Preventable medical errors.
It's a preventable medical error. This is a US research. It is a research issued in November 1999 by the US Institute of Medicine.
Okay.
We said concluded that 44,000 to 98,000 people die each year as a result of preventable medical error. When you come to 2000, there was around 85,000 adverse events which was reported in UK. 2004, about 1 million adverse event as per the research of medical hospitalization during 2000-2002. This I feel, Gaston, is very alarming, and you as a young professional should take it up for the research in future.
Okay.
So the cause of this medical care error, healthcare, you can just foresee some cause, which I feel the cause is maybe human. It may be a human factor, as you said, right?
Yeah.
It may be medical complexities. It may be a system failure.
Okay. Okay.
So variation of the healthcare providers training, it may be diverse patient unfamiliar to the setting time, failure knowledge of the people. There may be many causes. Medical complexities, intensive care, prolonged hospital stay, poor communication, system failure. When we go to system failure, it comes to poor communication, patient-nurse ratio is very less there. There may be a same brand name, you are aware of this as a professional, healthcare professional, that Lassa drug sound alike, like looks alike drugs are there. So
Okay.
that may be confusing and given wrongly to the patient, which may affect for this kind of system failure. So
Okay.
there are a lot of issues: infrastructure failure, inadequate system to share the information of errors, reliance information. There are a lot of.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of initiative in patient careers like reporting in US. Is lot of initiative is done in last couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
very heavily, at least in India.
Mm-hmm.
That reporting system is done. There is an alarm system which is developed. When there is any failure in the system in a good hospitals, there will be alarm which will go on automatically.
Yes.
If it is system driven, there will be alarm. So that is already there in I think in Sri Lanka also it has been implemented already.
Yes, sir. We have the alarm systems.
Alarm system,
Yeah.
yes. So health information technology, automated dispensing machinery is there now to avoid this evidence-based medicine,
Mm-hmm.
pay for performance. So WHO have also recommended some solution for this, like
Mm-hmm.
Lassa medication to avoid avulse tubing and catheter hand hygiene. Catheter usage is there, single. So the Joint Commissioner of Annual Report and Quality Safety 2007 found inadequate communication was the root cause for half of the serious adverse events.
Mm-hmm.
So Joint Commission report says that inadequate communication is the root cause for 50% of this medical adverse.
Okay.
For the wrong drug in USA, 10 deaths for misadministration of the concentrated drug happens. In Canada, 23 incidents happened on misadministration occurred between 1993 to 96, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of errors of medication happens.
Mm-hmm.
Errors of medication is also a very important part. Errors of medication is one of the part of this lacuna.
Mm-hmm.
67% of the patients' prescription medication histories have one or more errors. I mean to say that 67% of the patients who are prescription are given. It was when all the prescription was studied. In 67% of the prescription, there was some error or other. That was a study.
Okay.
46% of the medication error occur when new orders are written in the patient admission or discharge.
Mm-hmm.
During admission or discharge, it was found that 46% of the medication error occurred in that discharge sheet.
Mm-hmm.
It is a research work.
Mm-hmm.
And upon the implementation of the patient coordination, 85% reduction of medication error. When we implement the recursion program, we found that in many workshops we have done, we found that there is 85% of the reduction in the medication error can be achieved easily.
Okay. Okay.
So sharing of needle can be is one of the major problem of occurrence of this hospital acquired disease in developed countries. I'm talking of developed countries, Gaston.
Mm-hmm.
That is the 50 to 40% of the patient admitted in critical care are thought to be affected because of hospital acquired infection in developed countries.
Developed countries. Oh.
In developed countries, so that can be exceeded to more than 20, around 30%, 35% in the poor settings, right?
Mm-hmm.
In India, we have this challenge. Like in India, we have the inadequate training and education. Number one,
Okay.
we have lack of professional work culture,
Mm-hmm.
like competitive approach in workplace. We have fragmented health delivery system, absence of quality assurance and mechanism. The lack of resources like limited supplies, inadequate staff and infrastructure, as I told you earlier. So lack of professional work culture is there, and patient education and knowledge level. This is one of the major factors in India.
Okay.
So it is not there is a research work, as you are telling, that is the doctor responsible for this, but the Harvard School of Public Health have done a research by Dr. Lucier, who says that incompetent people are at most the 1% of the problem.
Okay.
The other 99% are good people trying to do good job, who make very simple mistakes, and this process that set up make the mistake larger. So it is the process which is responsible for this. So these are the challenges which we are facing and which we are trying to overcome this.
Okay.
Yes, tell me.
Yes, sir. So, what do you think, sir? So, how can we overcome such challenges? Maybe in future, or maybe in our countries like Sri Lanka, because we are not developed countries; we are developing countries. So, we are facing more than this crisis, right? So, how can we overcome such challenges, sir?
See, it is all depends on the mindset and the process. The process is depend on the knowledge.
Okay.
When we have a knowledge setup and the education, which we already do, apply knowledge for the them and the intention and the passion for the work.
Yes.
See, I basically say to all healthcare professionals, like young professionals like you, I already say to all universities, Remember the 3 pillars in your life,
Okay.
3 P's in your life.
Okay.
1 P, I always say, is a passion for what you do.
Okay.
Definitely, you should have the passion, because what happens in healthcare, as by 30 years in the healthcare, I found that most of the people are in the healthcare by chance, not by choice.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So they're not by choice, by chance, without getting anything, they have come into healthcare marketing or anything. So if you have the right passion for any profession whatsoever, and if you practice, the next P comes the practice. If you practice, learn how to develop. Problems will be there, issues will be there in any profession, not only healthcare. It is not.
Yes, sir.
But
Correct.
if you have the right passion, if you have the right passion for your profession, and if you practice from your heart, practice from the right source, from the right way, which you are doing a very noble work, sharing from different professionals their knowledge and sharing it worldwide. And you are also learning by yourself.
Yes, sir.
And if you have the passion for your work, and if you have the right practice, right sharing of knowledge from different sources, if you have the two P, then you grow the self-esteem. Many people say, Gaston, you are doing a very good job. You will say that, Abhi, it's still a long way to go.
Yes.
If somebody criticizes you, why you are wasting your time? Gaston is spoiling his career by this.
I already
You will
got
laugh
the
and share
questions.
from one thing, and already it will just remove from on here.
Yeah.
So if you have the self-esteem,
Okay.
nothing will bother you. You will have your own personality, because you know that you are passionate.
Hmm.
You know that you are practicing. Now the third P is that you have to have patience.
Okay. Okay. Patience. That's
Because
very nice.
third P, you have to have the patience, because you remember bamboo tree. In Sri Lanka, you have bamboo tree.
Yes.
In bamboo tree, you have to water for so many years, so many years.
Okay.
So many years, 5 years you have to water the bamboo tree.
Okay.
And when it grows, within 4 weeks, it grows so tall.
Yeah.
So you have to nurture your dream. I believe my research work is many research work I've done on mind-body synchronization. So if you think positive on any of your profession, think on the right track. Any problem, all the problems which are discussed are just mechanical discussions. But on real terms,
Okay.
all the problem can be sorted out if a professional or a student, any profession, maybe healthcare doctors, a pharmacist, or pharmaceutical profession, or a marketing profession, or a IT guy, whatever domain they are, if they understand the profession very passionately, every day they upgrade the knowledge. I think, and if they have the patience, see, everybody plays cricket, don't get chance in playing in the Sri Lankan cricket team, right?
Yeah.
But if you play cricket passionately, if you learn the cricket passionately, if you don't get chance in Sri Lankan cricket team, you may become a coach. You may form your own coaching center. There are a hell lot of opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Why I was saying that only a pharmacy can have so many opportunities, which I cannot. I could have spent the 2 days only talking about pharmacy professions.
Mm-hmm.
So if a pharmacy, simple pharmacy education can have so many avenues, a cricket player can have so many avenues, right?
Yes. Yes.
Who have a passion, who have dedication of learning, he can do many things. He can write a book, he can make a video for the cricket coach, he can do his own coach. Many things can be done.
Yes.
He can play. So this is I want to mean to say is that you have to have the 3 P's right:
Mm-hmm.
passion, practice, and patience.
And
Then any problem in any country, in any domain can be sorted.
We can succeed. Thank you. Thank you so
We
much.
can
sir.
succeed.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yes.
Okay, sir. So we are going to end the session. So what would you like to say? I mean, as a summary or to our audience?
For the healthcare profession, I like to say that you should understand, you should keep your health well first. You should keep your mind and body well. Any healthcare profession should keep their mind and body well.
Yes.
Because if you don't keep yourself fit and fine, then you cannot make the society fit and fine.
Okay.
Number one.
We have to be first.
Number
fit
two,
first.
we have to be very focused. You have to be focused on what you're doing. You have to be passionate. You have to love what you're doing. Because in healthcare, all the healthcare professionals doing a noble work. So you have to understand this noble work has so many diversity, so many evolution as you are doing now in social media. So there are a lot of people who are trying to find out new avenues to serve the people who are in need of healthcare needs in a very innovative way nowadays. So innovation in healthcare is very important. So we should give hype to the researchers, to the innovators, to the IT guys, mainly to the social media IT.
Mm.
So all the professionals who are there should upgrade themselves. Who are the old professionals like me should upgrade themselves in the IT, which I
Yeah.
am doing now through my son.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And so you have to do that. Without doing that, there will be existential problem. Before I leave this session, I think I have 5 minutes time. How much time I have with me?
Sure, sir.
Just on.
You can take at any time, sir. It's up to you, sir. We are
Because
really glad.
before I end, because I have to finish on time, I respect time. So before I end, this COVID situation has given us a very unprecedented sense of understanding, right?
Yes, sir.
This almost invisible particle throughout the globe have changed the concept of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
They have shaken us. So our humanity, just we have to learn in any profession we should not be arrogant to our education.
Mm-hmm.
Take the education, learn it, and utilize it. Because see, there are so many species in the world
Mm-hmm.
who are there. Some species stay for thousands of years, some for lakhs of years.
Mm. Yes.
Because this species does not, for the livelihood, does not kill their own species.
Mm-hmm.
But we human being, as a nature, we are so arrogant, we are against our own species.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know why God have done this invisible particle to stay in our body. So that we don't be arrogant. We should be compassionate. Now this disease have taught us to be discriminate for one another.
Mm-hmm.
We are separated within one another. We are getting isolated.
Mm-hmm.
No. Just for God's sake to end up, I have to say that don't get isolated. Be integrated, keeping yourself safe. Don't be arrogant, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Keep yourself safe as per the medical norms, but be integrated socially and be compassionate to the people who are suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Be with them, understand them, think them as your own family member,
Mm.
think them as yourself. It happens to you, what will happen?
Mm.
Don't isolate them, be compassionate, be loveful to the society. The society is with you. Thank you very much, Justin.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing all this very valuable session with us. We have learned a lot from you, sir, and we definitely looking forward to learn some more things in future. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
Thank you
very much.
so much
Thanks.
for your valuable time. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. So we will meet in future, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Let's end the session. Okay, sir. Have a good day. Bye bye.